Hi everyone, my name is Dan, I'm a veterinarian, and today we're going to talk about collapsing trachea. The three things I talk about is what I see at home, how I'm going to manage it, and if you have a really bad case, what's the next step. Collapsing trachea is super scary, and you may have just went to the veterinarian and they told you your dog has collapsing trachea.
You're like, oh my gosh. What are we gonna do?
And your veterinarian's like, we're gonna fix this problem. No, maybe they weren't like that, but hopefully they were. Hopefully they were super stoic and they were like, we got this, you just sit back and let me drive this car. What am I looking for with collapsing trachea? One thing is, as a veterinarian, we look for something called signalment. And the signalment, I'm looking for a certain type and breed and size of dog. Like your toy breed dogs, your small dogs. That's way more common than seeing it like in a Newfoundland, which I would never expect to see it in a Newfoundland. So your small breed dogs. And usually it's gotten progressively worse with age, they're a little bit older, and now they're starting to cough all the time. And when they cough, it gets worse and worse and worse because the trachea is getting weaker and weaker, getting beat up as we cough.
All the pressure
Causes the trachea to collapse on itself. Because the trachea, it's like a U-shaped piece of cartilage with a little bit of fibrous tissue there. But when it bounces down, it causes more inflammation and irritation. Every time it does that, it makes the cough worse and worse. And the dog goes to cough to open things up. And it just keeps building and building and building on itself. So what I look for is a small dog, a toy breed, middle age, been coughing worse and worse and worse. And whenever I touch the throat, we cough. Now, you need to go to your veterinarian before you think you have collapsing trachea. I've been in situations where I will listen to the heart and I find a heart murmur. Or I listen to the chest and it sounds congested. And we take x-rays. The x-rays will help rule out other things like a bad heart and lung disease. And they can also help with you seeing a very narrow trachea. It's not perfect, but it can definitely help a whole lot. That's number two. We will do a handful of different medications. And this is the part that's exciting because we can definitely get better with these. These meds include things to reduce inflammation, to relax the dogs from not coughing as much, and it may even be an antibiotic if they feel like they have a secondary infection as well. Hopefully your doggy coughs less, heals up, and as we heal and cough less, the trachea becomes stronger and it's less likely to compress again. You can still get collapsing trachea again later in life. Honestly, if you don't, I would be blown away by that. Because most dogs, they have it for life. They get better, then they get worse again, and it comes and goes. And last but not least, I have had a handful of doggies that are just really, really, really bad. And no matter how much meds I give them, they're still really, really, really bad. And they cough all the time, they cough all night. Like, you do the meds and you see zero improvement. Like, maybe a little bit, we'll say a little bit. There are specialists in the veterinary world. They are really smart and they are really skilled individuals. And they can do things like surgery for collapsing trachea. Yep. They will put like a little mesh, they will put that into your dog's throat, and where it's compressing and it's closing up, they put that in there and they like open it up, and then boom, it's open now. And then your dog can breathe again. Pretty intense. But it has shown to be helpful. But that's something that your veterinarian and either a specialist will recommend to you. If you cannot get medical management control, surgery is definitely an option. A lot of dogs are managed quite well on meds. And I don't want you to think that you have to rush to see a specialist, because in a lot of cases, you don't have to, but your veterinarian will make the decision for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Give me more topics and ideas. Let me know how your doggy or kitty, let me know how your doggy did with medications or collapsing trachea. And if you had a surgery done, I would love to hear about it in the comment section.